so strongly with destiny through the depths of your essence, but it's in your head. And it's like people outside of your head try and tell you how you gotta be and deter you from showing up authentically. You catch yourself starting to believe the shit, like blah blah blah.
Hey y'all, welcome to Aniyah's Notes. I am your host, AniyahJelisa. Thank you for being here with me today. Welcome in if you're new, welcome back if you're subscribed. So today, y'all, we're going to be looking into your next timeline, all right? We're going to be looking into specifically, information that we can gather about your next timeline and what's to come, and then also advice to get you from now to that point, all right? So I don't have any long intros. Thank you for all of those who have... Thank you to everybody who's been booking recently, all the new subscribers, welcome. Everybody who's been commenting and liking, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Other than that, let's go ahead and get into it. If you would like to book a personal, you can find that information down below with the link in the description box. Go ahead and choose your pile. Hey Pile One, welcome to Aniyah's Notes. I am your host, AniyahJelisa. Let's go ahead and look into what is coming in your next timeline, all right? If you would like to book a personal, then you can do so with the link down below in the description box. Excuse me. Thank you to everybody who already has been booking personals. Thank you to everybody who's new and subscribed. I welcome you, all right? We're going to start by just channeling some messages from your image, all right? Overall, the growth of this message in general is about growth. Oof, okay, sorry. So with me sneezing right away, especially me doing like this and then waiting for it, something about your next timeline could feel delayed to you. So your next timeline could be something that you've been manifesting for a long time, and you've had to you feel like you've been waiting on it for a long time. Okay, I'm definitely getting the vibe of like patience here. I'm also getting the vibe that you could feel like kind of anxious or stressed about this new timeline or this new beginning. Like there's this feeling of like kind of like wondering if it's gonna work. I feel like the fact that things have been kind of delayed or stagnant have made you feel like wonder, like if you're being delusional for thinking that you're gonna have this thing, or if it's still coming, right? If you don't feel like your manifestations have been delayed or stagnant or plateaued in some kind of capacity, this is not your reading, because I get that vibe very heavily and very clearly. Okay, but I am seeing that in your next timeline, I think you're going to be okay with the present moment. I think that you're going to be more okay with where you are. And it's not to say that things are not going to be coming in for you, but I think that part of the reason why things may have felt stagnant for you is because your guides want you to appreciate where you are now. They want you to not be overly thinking about the future or overly trying to manifest all the time. As much as manifestation is great, you do have to understand that you're living currently in your past manifestations, right? And so if that's the case, then it's not really fair to yourself and your spirit team, the universe, God, whatever it is that you believe in. It's not really fair to be disappointed, like too disappointed with your current reality, because again, like you put effort into manifesting that. So for example, let's say that you have a job that you're just over it and you're ready to get a new job. That job at one point, and even still to this day, was a blessing to you, and it still might be, even though you might not like going there, you still are making money, which is more than certain people can say. If this is like you wanted to go to school for something and maybe at one point you were really excited and then now you're kind of realizing that you want to do something different, okay, well, a younger version of yourself would still be really excited and really happy to be where you are today. So it's kind of like this vibe. I think that for you, I was planning on channeling like the next timeline first and then advice, but for you, I'm seeing the advice first, and the advice is just to be content with where you are and to stop feeling like you're waiting on something. Like try to just appreciate where you are now, because what I'm getting is that, and this is not like, I'm not saying it's like a punishment type of way or anything like that, but what I'm getting is that you're draining your own energy. So you still have your new timeline that's coming for you and that's developing, but you're draining your energy unnecessarily by focusing on it too much or being too attached to it or feeling like you're not going to be happy until you get there. It's just unnecessary. Like that's what I'm getting. Like your guides are just saying that it's unnecessary to be super disappointed or like discontent with where you are now, or it's unnecessary for you to dissociate or feel like super disconnected from your current reality. You don't have to. A lot of people teach that you need to be like super disconnected from your current reality and you need to just jump yourself completely into a new timeline in order for things to manifest. And I think that that can be true, but I think that that's more so something that you do in times. I don't necessarily think that you need to completely dissociate yourself from your current reality in order to manifest a new one, because at the end of the day, that's not positive energy. If you're dissociating and you hate everything about where you're at, you're still radiating off that hate. You're radiating discontent. That's not going to get you to your new timeline any faster. You can be grateful for where you are and appreciative for the current life that you're living while still being happy about the future and looking forward to the future. Those are two different things. So if you find yourself feeling like disconnected, dissociating, discontent, and just completely unhappy, your answer or your advice is not to try to skip ahead to the future, is to try to find happiness in the present moment. That's going to actually magnetize your new timeline to you faster than just being unhappy and kind of like asking the universe for something else out of desperation or unhappiness, okay? So that's what I have for you for the initial channel message. Let's go ahead and get into it and see, Spirit, what is coming next for Pile 1? What is Pile 1's next timeline going to consist of? What is Pile 1's next timeline going to consist of, okay? If you all are enjoying so far, if you feel like that resonated, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel so that you can join the team and catch this vibe, all right? If you would like to book a personal and get more specific info just for you, then you can find that information down below in the description box, all right? Also, y'all, I just started posting on Facebook. Are y'all on Facebook? I don't be knowing people who are on Facebook, but I mean, people be on Facebook, so I'm trying to get on Facebook. All right. First up, we have the Seven of Swords reversed. I'm going to take reversals today. Seven of Swords reversed. Let's get some more cards, please, Spirit. 4 more to be exact. We have the Nine of Cups reversed. The Four of Wands. And we have the Page of Wands. Sorry, the Page of Wands. The Five of Swords. And the King of Swords reversed. Lots of sword and wand energy here. Give me one moment. I feel like for you, Pile 1, your next timeline, and let me see what's on the bottom of the deck before I keep going. Yeah, on the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment and then the Six of Wands. Judgment reversed, mind you, and then the Six of Wands. I feel like for you all, your next timeline is going to consist of you finding stability in small beginnings, finding joy and happiness in standing up for yourself and what you believe in. Because with the Seven of Swords reversed, also the King of Swords reversed, the Nine of Cups, Five of Swords, I get this vibe that you could have, maybe the reason why you're feeling so discontent with where you are, I feel like there's this, your energy has this vibe of like feeling like you need to prove yourself or feeling like you need to defend yourself. There's a defensive energy. I think that this group, you guys could have been doubted a lot in your life or had people not believe in your dreams or your goals. You could be very like, very open-minded, and you could have goals that are considered unrealistic. And I think that a lot of your life has felt like it's just kind of burdened, or like there's this dark cloud of judgment over you, of people never believing in you, people thinking that you're just too delusional, you're dreaming too big, none of this stuff is realistic. And so when you are living a life that is not in that like big goal success, not only does it feel discontent for you because you just know that you want more, but there's also this vibe of like other people's energy, and you can feel other people kind of gloating or enjoying the fact that you're not where you want to be at. And so I think that for you, Pile 1, a lot of your impatience is not even your own. It's because you want to hurry up and prove people wrong. But I think that your next timeline is going to consist of you realizing that you don't need to care about their opinion in the first place. And I think that once you stop caring about people, that's kind of what I mean. It's like, for you, how you're going to magnetize this new timeline to you faster is to really just stop forcing it and stop trying to get there, because it's like you're almost trying to get there for the wrong reasons. It's like you're trying to get there because your energy, and I'm not calling you ungrateful, but I'm saying that energetically the way that you're showing up is in an ungrateful energy, is in an energy of not being able to find or see the good things around you. So it's like, from that aspect, it's like, if you're not even seeing the good things that are around you now, why should the universe give you more? Because you might think that, okay, well, if I get this thing, then I'll be happy. But you already have things now that you convinced yourself in the past that if you had them, then you'll be happy, and you're still not happy. So it's like if you keep giving off this unsatisfied vibe, that's where it's like you're energetically pushing things away. So there's that aspect. But I'm also getting the aspect that you could also be trying to rush this because you want other people to see your success. And the thing about it is that Spirit is not going to give you something because you just want to prove something to somebody else. That's just egotistical. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if you were truly as confident as you should be and as you might think that you are, if your sense of self-esteem and your sense of self, like who you are, was as strong as it needs to be for you to be the person who you are in this next timeline, you're not going to be caring about trying to prove anything to anybody. You're going to be doing things that make you happy. You're going to be doing things that bring you joy. That's what this should be about, because with the 4 of Wands and the Page of Wands and the 6 of Wands in the middle, I'm seeing that whatever goals that you have, that you're trying to manifest, that you're trying to bring, it's because you like it. You like it. It makes you happy. If you're trying to manifest a relationship, it's because you love. So that should be enough. It shouldn't be, well, people think I'm never going to get married, or they think I'm going to be perpetually single, or they think this or they think that. So let me find a partner so that I can show this person, or so I can show my ex this and that. That's not love. That's ego, right? If you're trying to manifest love because you are lonely and you just want to hunch, or you just want somebody to tell you that you're pretty or handsome, or you just want somebody to cook for you, or just want somebody to come along and buy stuff for you, that's also not love, right? So your next timeline is you achieving those things, is you potentially getting that relationship. For some of you, this is about your career, and you have a certain career that you're going after, or a business that you're working on, and you feel like you're not getting the success that you want. It could be the same thing where I want this business success because I want to go buy a fast car. And it's like, well, you know, are you buying that for yourself, or are you just buying it because you want people to think you have money? You know, or like, oh, I want to be successful, but it's like, do you want to be successful for yourself, or do you want to be successful so that you can like shit on people, or so that you can prove to your haters that you have money? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the genuine reason coming from your heart as to why you want something. It's like you are kind of like falling into these like egotistical traps of why you think you want something, and so you're manifesting from those places. But since those places are egotistical, they really are just creating disappointment, right? So what you need to do is to disconnect from all that and get back into the heart of why you want something. And 9 times out of 10, why you truly want something is because you like it, because it brings you joy, it brings you happiness to do it, or to be with somebody. That's why. And that's all you need. That right there is powerful enough. All that other shit is distractions. All that other shit is just pointing back to you how much you're lacking and what you don't have. If you want a relationship because you're like, I love myself and I love people and I love love and I love being in a relationship and I love sharing life with somebody, none of that is going to point back to you and tell you that you're not good enough or that you're wrong in some way. If you want love because everybody else is in a relationship, or everybody else is getting married and having kids, and I feel like I don't have that, that is going to point back to you that something about you is not good enough. If you want it because you just, you know, you feel like you just want some attention, or you want somebody to spend money on you, then what's going to get reflected back in that is, I'm not good enough, I'm unworthy, I'm broke, I'm in lack, I need somebody to come completely me, I need somebody to make me feel better. You know, you get what I'm saying? So even if it's not about love, you know, take it, apply it to your situation in the way in which it resonates. But what's coming next for you is getting back to the heart of why you want something. Because even here we have the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is about emotional fulfillment. But with us having it right next to the 7 of Swords, it's like you think that you're manifesting from a place of like fulfillment, or like trying to just go towards fulfillment. But in reality, that's kind of not true. That's an illusion. It's like, that's really a strategy that it's like you're doing things because it's just like the things that you felt like would bring you happiness just won't. Like, that's not, I'm just getting that that's not the vibes. I feel like I'm kind of starting to jump on my words at this point, but that's not the vibes. And with the 5 of Swords here, I feel like you're going to start to see this, and you're going to end up kind of having a battle in your mind to really dissect what is genuine, what's authentic, what do I genuinely want, what do I authentically want, versus what I don't. What do I want because I think other people want it for me? What do I want because I'm trying to fill a void? What do I want because I'm trying to prove somebody else wrong? And once you get rid of all those things and you focus on things that you actually want, and you actually get clarity around that, That's when you can open yourself up to divine intervention. That's when you can really heed the call and move towards a direction that's going to have you feeling successful, that's going to have you feeling on top. And then underneath that, we have the Seven of Cups reversed, okay, and the Six of Swords. I can't make it up. All right, move. That's when you're going to actually move away from the illusions, okay, that are all these other things. I'm also getting with this that your energy could just be too scattered, because it's like I said, like that's what it is. Like your energy is very scattered. It's like 1 minute you're manifesting from like a place of just joy and like I'm happy and I love my life and I'm excited for this new beginning, but then sometimes it's like I'm lonely, where's my person? Or I feel broke, where's my success? And it's like your energy is kind of scattered between these different thought processes and these different mindsets. And like with the Five of Swords, it's like there's like just battles of different thought processes and energies in your mind. And once you're able to kind of like move away from that and clear that energy out and just really focus on like, again, things that bring you genuine joy and happiness based on who you are as a person authentically and what you feel like your purpose is and what you feel naturally drawn to, that's when like things will turn around. That's when you're going to really magnetize this timeline to yourself, and that's when it's going to come in the most. All right, so I feel like this was mostly advice though, so I do want to see like still, because I asked Spirit wanted y'all to have that advice really bad, clearly. Like I feel like most of this has been advice. I'm trying to see what's coming next, you know, like that's what I was really trying to get into. So I'm still going to get into that. I'm not going to just leave y'all with a lecture, okay? But if you made it through the lecture and you're still here, comment lecture, please. How one. I didn't intend on lecturing you, but I just feel like clearly somebody needed to hear that. So let's go ahead and get into it. We got the Sun. You guys are manifesting happiness in your next timeline. I think that you just need to get clear about what actually is making you happy, what you actually want. And then it's like, then it'll come in. Because your energy is just confused. So Spirit, what does Pile 1 actually want? Like, what is coming next for Pile 1 in their new timeline? We have the Moon. So it is partially hidden. I'm getting that. That is partially hidden. But I do feel like also with the Moon, I think that you guys are wanting more nurturing in your life. You're wanting more nurturing, more emotional depth, okay? I feel like you guys could feel kind of disconnected. Like I was saying in the beginning, like you could feel very disconnected and just like nothing matters. Everything is boring. There's no spark. There's no sense of like joy or light in your life at the moment. And so I think that what's coming next is going to be spaces and people, connections that allow you to feel more deeply connected to your life and like people around you, okay? We do also have the King of Swords upright this time. So some of you guys, this could be a partner coming in, okay? This could be a masculine energy coming in. Somebody who's going to, I'm getting somebody who's going to see you. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Coins. Some of you guys are going to be really, you're going to be attracting a new job or a business that's going to be growing successfully. All right. Let's see. One more card, please, Spirit. I definitely get like romantic options coming up for those of you who are single with the Knight of Wands and the King of Swords. I feel like you might be going on more dates, and you might be even dating multiple people or experiencing relationships that kind of start out fun and passionate, but they do end up turning into something serious. Okay. Definitely more money and more financial success, but I'm also getting that with this money and this financial, and we have the Page of Wands again. Yeah, so some of you guys are going to be starting a new business or starting a job. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. I can't make it up. We have the Queen and the King of Swords. So some of you guys are definitely going to be attracting your partner, your life partner. All right, and then I can't make this up, you guys. Right underneath that, we have, is there a naked? All right. After that, we have the Lovers, period. Yeah, so a lot of you are going to be attracting your person or a relationship. All right, it's just like you need to figure out like why you want a certain relationship so that you can actually attract the right person to you, you know what I mean? But for others of you, this is going to be you coming into your business success or gaining more financial success through your ideas, through a business, or through even you possibly changing industries, like getting a job in a different industry. Okay, but I do feel like regardless, I feel like the overall vibe here with the things that you're attracting is that you just need to get clear about what you want and then like go after them from a heart-centered place and not an egotistical place. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Pile 1. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know how you feel. If you're from Pile 1, comment lecture, because I accidentally lectured you guys. I didn't mean to, but I just, you know, that was the vibe. So that is what I have for you. Go ahead and give a thumbs up if it resonated. Go ahead and comment. I mean, not comment. Well, yeah, comment lecture, but I meant to say subscribe to the channel so that you can join the team and catch this vibe. Other than that, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey Hey pal 2, welcome to Aniya's Notes. I am your host AniyahJelisa. Welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be looking into what is coming in your next timeline and just advice about how to magnetize this timeline to you faster. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. First I'm going to channel some messages from the image that you chose, and the first thing I'm hearing is I got a pocket full of sunshine, and I know I am. Now I always get mixed up, y'all. Is that Pink or Natasha Bedingfield? I don't know. I'm a little congested right now, but so excuse my sniffing and stuff. But yeah, I'm also hearing I thought I told ya I'm a star. You see the lights, you see the cars, flashing lights everywhere we are. So those songs are Pocket Full of Sunshine by either Natasha Bedingfield or Pink. I get mixed up, or because their voices sound kind of similar to me, or I'm a Star by Jeremiah. All right, now. With you, Pal 2, I feel like your next timeline could easily consist of travel, for sure. Learning a different language. Some of you guys are going to be studying abroad. Some of you guys are going to be like going to a different country to like study something like higher education, okay? Some of you guys could recently have just come back from that, and so you might be, I feel like a small group of you have been like, are coming back from a different country, like just now recently, and you're wanting to go back, or you're wanting to take another trip, or like another international trip. I do see international travel here for sure, okay? I'm also getting higher education, so some of you guys, even if you're not studying abroad, you could be going back to school or studying higher education, studying for something, getting another like certification or degree, or your first one if you don't already have one. I'm also getting that some of you guys want to be like travel bloggers or travel vloggers, content creators who create content about travel. I'm getting that some of you have recently gotten married, or you're recently engaged and you'll be getting married soon. And I'm also getting that some of you guys are going to be seeing increased popularity, especially if you have like an online platform or a business, or you're trying to network in some kind of capacity, like your LinkedIn profile is going up or something, like, you know what I mean? Or like, again, like your social media platform or your business page, something like that. I feel like this is specifically gaining popularity in terms of your professional network though. Like this isn't just like people just liking, a bunch of people just liking your pictures. It's more so like you're going to make money from these connections or this popularity in some capacity. So this could be you either having more like executives or managers, people watching you, so then you end up getting jobs or offered jobs or gigs through that popularity. Or this could be if you have an online platform, you are making money from having more views, more likes, more clients, more bookings, things like that, selling more products, okay? I also feel like you're going to be feeling a lot more free. So some of you may be coming from a phase of life where you had to work really hard, or you had to like juggle a lot of responsibilities, and some of these responsibilities are going to be getting cleared up. So this could be something where like maybe you are working, this is like a really specific example, don't make it fit if it's not for you, but this could be looking like somebody who has to work multiple jobs to survive, and then they decide to go to school, and they go to a certain school that, you know, they get scholarships and they get financial aid and end up getting refund checks. So they end up being able to quit their job, study something, and get a refund check, to where they still have their money, they're still able to take care of themselves, but they don't have to work as hard anymore. Now they can like focus on school instead of like having multiple jobs. It's like that type of vibe. For a small group of you, I don't want to make it seem like this is going to be everybody who's watching this, but for a small group of you, you could also be receiving some type of like financial gift. Some of you, it could be an inheritance, and then others of you, it could just be somebody who wants to invest in you or who wants to support you on your journey because they might like what you're doing. Again, with that like added popularity, there could be somebody who just wants to support what you're doing. They just like what it is that you're doing. They like your goals, and they might want to invest in you financially. And like, for some of you, it could be like an investor, like somebody who wants to give you something up front, and then they want to receive something in return from you on the back end. But for a lot of you, I'm getting that this could just be a gift. Like they're not really necessarily looking for anything in return. They just want to really like be able to say they helped you, or they just want to like be able to say that they supported you, okay? So that's what I have for you from your channel messages. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot to see. Now in this one, I do want to get like, I was trying to get like what's coming up next, and then also advice. So we'll just see how it comes out, because pile 1 didn't come out how I expected it to. But I mean, that's honestly how my readings always go. I never channel what I expect. So let's just see. Spirit, what is coming next for pile 2? What does pile two's next timeline consist of? I just got this like Adventure Time deck and I love it so much. First of all, it's small and it fits into my hands. A lot of these like tarot and oracle cards be so big. I'm like, bro, I literally cannot fit that in my hands. Like, it's literally uncomfortable for me to shuffle it. But this one is just perfect. Like, it just fits right into my hand. Like, you know, perfect. All right, Spirit, what is coming? Oh, shoot. What is coming in pile two's next timeline? Some of you guys could be writing a book. That was like really specific. That just came through. Somebody could be an author and you could have a book coming out in your next timeline. Okay. I'm also getting merch, clothes. Let's see. Spirit, what is coming next for pile two? We have the Queen of Swords. All right. I feel like you guys are going to be like, this group definitely gives me intellectual vibes. This group, I wouldn't be shocked if you guys already have degrees and certifications, or if you're on your path to getting them. I just feel like this group really values intelligence and traveling, and like traveling not just for fun, but also traveling to learn, like traveling to learn about other cultures, learning different languages. Like, I'm definitely getting you guys could be studying a different language, learning about other cultures, trying to increase your network internationally. Like, because a lot of times, you know, travel, it can be for fun, and there's nothing wrong with traveling for fun, but in this group, I feel like you guys do travel for fun, but you also travel with intention. Like, you're not just going to other countries to just like try ice cream from this place and then go home. Like, no, like you want to make business partners, you want to learn the language, you want to really immerse yourself, you want to learn about their history, like, and something about you doing this is going to end up bringing you more money, more connections. Okay, not just more intelligence, not just another language, but again, like, it's going to elevate your life, elevate your social status as well, because that makes you cool, that makes you more how do I want to say, more valuable when you speak different languages, or when you know people from all over the world and you have connections all over the world. So I definitely see you guys increasing your social status here. Let's see. We have the Hermit again. Like, you guys are going to be becoming a lot more wise. Now, typically the Hermit can symbolize somebody who is kind of to themselves and like isolating. I don't really see you guys isolating. I more so am taking this as you guys learning a lot, being very introspective. On the bottom of the deck, we have Temperance, so bringing a lot of balance to your life. Wisdom, Sagittarius rules wisdom, and Virgo is also a very wise, intelligent sign. I think you guys are going to be getting a lot of intelligence, education, wisdom. That's like the vibes here. Like, are you guys going back to school? Like, I keep getting that. You guys are definitely studying something, even if it's not enrolling back in college. It's like, again, trying to travel to gain experience, to learn things. Like, learning is like a huge like theme in this pile. Okay, I also get that you guys are trying to build. You guys are trying to build something with your mind. You're trying to think smarter, not harder. You're trying to build something tangible out of your mental skills and capabilities. All right, we have the Moon and the Knight of Swords. All right, lots of major arcana here. Really all major arcana, and then the swords. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Coins and then the Page of Coins. So that's what I'm saying. You guys are definitely trying to use your mental abilities, your mental talents and skills to produce something tangible, and it will be working for you. Okay, we also have the Ace of Wands and we have the Star as well. So definitely popularity. Now, I do want to get some clarification on this Moon card. Spirit, please clarify the Moon. What is coming in for pile two with the Moon? What is this? We have the Magician. I think that you all are going to be fine. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. You guys could have a lot of creative ideas. You could have a lot of, you could be very like a deep, intense person. You could be a very spiritual person. You could be very deep when it comes to your emotions and the way that you move about relationships. And so I think that what you're going to be doing in this next timeline is learning how to take all of your different skills that you have as a person, from your like emotional depth, your spiritual connections, your mental skills and abilities, and you're going to be trying to like learn and like figure out how you can create these things into a foundation. That's what I'm getting. But with the Moon, I feel like I feel like things may not happen expectedly. Like, things are going to happen unexpectedly or in ways that you're not necessarily thinking about in this current moment. I feel like there's still a lot hidden about what your next timeline is, because obviously like your guys want you to experience it. They don't want to just spoil everything. But I am getting the vibe that the main base of your next timeline is going to come from you using all of your skills and talents to your advantage. You using every single thing, every resource that you have to add to your foundation, to add to the empire that it is that you're building. From your emotional connection with yourself, to the connections that you have with friends, to you knowing different languages, to you having certain skills, to you having your spirit team on your side as well. I also see you having a lot of confidence to put yourself out there and to see yourself in a highlight, to see yourself as worthy of things that maybe you didn't in the past. Like maybe you were somebody who grew up, you know, never leaving your hometown, and then you got older and you're like, you know what, I'm going to study abroad and I'm going to go to college and I'm going to go learn another language and I'm going to go do all these things. And then you go and do that and you end up becoming this very like well-rounded, well-versed, well-cultured person who is very different than the way that you started out or the way that you were raised to be. You know what I mean? It's like that type of vibe. Okay. So now let's get some advice. I feel like that one was pretty straightforward, all right, in terms of what's coming next. So how much time? It's only been 10 minutes. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a little bit of advice. If you guys are resonating with that so far, and if you're enjoying the reading so far, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And consider subscribing to the channel so that you can join the team and catch this vibe. All right, so let's go ahead and get some advice. Spirit, what is the advice for pile 2 to magnetize this next timeline to them? Spirit, what is the advice for pile 2 so that they can magnetize this next timeline to them? I was gonna say quicker, but honestly, in your case, I don't really feel like, I feel like this stuff is already happening at a fast pace. Okay. So let's see. Spirit, what is the advice for pile 2? We have the Queen of Wands and the Three of Coins. Okay, so your advice is to have confidence in yourself and to network. Okay, definitely network. Definitely when you get into these spaces, I feel like honestly you don't even have to wait. So for example, let's say that this is something where you're going to be traveling abroad, right? Instead of waiting until you actually get on the flight and then go to the other country to start networking, see if you can join like Facebook groups or social media groups where you can connect with other people who will be traveling with you or who will be going to that same school or in that same country early, and go ahead and form connections. Go ahead and start talking to people. Okay, go ahead and start telling people about, now normally I don't always recommend telling people about your plans before they're in action, but in this case I feel like these are plans that you've already kind of set up, and it's just like basically like a matter of time until you actually get to doing certain things. So talk about these things, but specifically talk about them with other people who you know are doing the same thing or who you know are on your same like wavelength and same capacity. Okay, there's a need for you to be comfortable showing up. So also go ahead and skip when it comes to your self-concept work and your manifestation work, it's important that you go ahead and imagine that you're already abroad, that you're already living that life, or that you already speak that language, or that you already have that network. Okay, definitely like a fake it till you make it type of thing, and like connect with people across, but also connect with people who are above you and see, you know, if they would be interested in mentoring. And I'm not saying to like directly ask for mentorship, but just more so like talk about your goals. Like usually I noticed this like when I was applying to my school and I was in person talking to different counselors and people, that when I would tell them my story about, you know, what I came from and how, you know, I have these goals and all these things, they would get really excited and they would just naturally want to help me. As opposed to if you just go up to somebody and you're like, hey, can I get like some free advice from you? Can I just get, you know, that's not really gonna hit the same as if you like lead with your story and why you're so excited about what you're doing. That's the thing, like be excited. That's the advice. Be excited and be and share that excitement with others who you know are like gonna share space with you. Okay, whoa, we got 4 cards. We've got Judgment. All right, we have the Sun. Let me see, hold on. We have the 6 of Cups reversed and the 7 of Coins. So I'm also getting that in this time it's really important to focus on your future, even if things seem like they're stagnant or like you're still waiting on certain things to manifest. Obviously this is your next timeline, so this is not like you're in this right now, but while you're waiting, don't really lean into the past, lean further into the future. So again, this is like I said, if you're waiting to start school, if you're waiting to travel, don't just like regress or like think, well, okay, well my flight is on, you know, a month and a half from now, so in this month and a half I'm gonna just keep doing the same old shit I was doing. No, in this month and a half, start learning that language, start again joining groups and networking with other people who already live in that country. Start doing research about the country or the school that you're going to, or the language that you want to learn, or the business that you want to start, or the companies that you want to apply to. Like start learning, start researching, and this is going to line everything up for you. It's also going to give you a lot of excitement and joy that you're going to need to then shine your light and to be guided easier by the universe. It's going to make it easier for the I'm hearing help me help you. So your guides are saying that they want you to really lean into this excitement, and they want you to really act as if and like think ahead and go ahead and network and put yourself out there and like shine brightly now and be excited, because it's going to help them to help you to come in contact with whoever it is you need to come in contact with. So it's one of those things where like if you're shy and you're afraid to talk to people, it's going to be harder for you to like recognize the people that you're needing to come in contact with. In this group, I'm also heavily talking about people. So I think that people are going to be a huge part of your next timeline. I think you're going to be meeting some soul tribe, some fated connections. And it's important that you are not shy. It's important that you're comfortable sharing who you are and talking to people and putting yourself out there, because that's how you're going to connect with these people. It's like spirit can put you in the same room as them, but they can't force you to talk. They can't force you to network. They can't force you to introduce yourself, right? So it's like when you are around people and you get that nudge to like, maybe I should talk to that person. Maybe I should introduce myself. Maybe I should ask questions. Maybe I should tell my story. Do it, okay? So that is your advice. That's what I have for you for this next timeline. Your next timeline is going to be very, very expansive. It's definitely giving me like Jupiter vibes. We did have Temperance come out with Sagittarius in the first half of the reading, and like it's really, really giving like Jupiter vibes all the way. Jupiter, Sun energy, okay? So that's what I have for you, Pile 2. Let me know how that resonated. If you made it to the end of Pile 2, then comment expansion, because you guys are going to be supremely expanding in your next timeline, all right? So that's what I have for you. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If it resonated, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you can join this team and catch this vibe. Other than that, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey Pile 3, welcome to Nia's Notes. I am your host, AniyahJelisa. Thank you for being here with me today. Today, y'all, we're going to be looking into your next timeline. We're going to be seeing what's coming in your next timeline and also some advice, okay? So first, I'm going to channel from the photo that you chose. Thank you to everyone, by the way, who's been booking with me lately, my clients. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you to all my new subscribers, the supporters, people who like and comment. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you to the ghost watchers too. You know, I appreciate y'all. Y'all could be a little more interactive, but it's okay. I still see you. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. First thing I'm getting, the first song I was hearing is, it's Megan Thee Stallion's like she, her. I don't know that song that much. I've heard it a couple times though, and that was like kind of what I was getting. I think that for you, Pile 3, your next timeline consists of you being around people who are actually on your level, okay? I don't know if you are like living with your family and you don't feel like your family isn't on the same frequency as you. This could be you feeling like you work a job where like they're not on the same frequency as you. I feel like you felt like a lot of I feel like you felt like an outcast or a black sheep a lot in your life, and I feel like this has maybe been majority of your life, right? And so I think that what's coming for you in your next timeline is going to be that you're going to be around people who you actually feel like are your equals. And this is not to say like, you know, anybody's better than anybody in terms of just like, you know, innate human value, but we are better than people when it comes to like frequencies. And that's just the truth. Like if you're somebody who is not a liar, then energetically, yeah, you're better than a liar. You know, that's just the truth. Like if you're somebody who has a high sense of confidence and you believe in yourself and you spread that light and that confidence amongst others and you hype up other people, you are better energetically. You're on a higher frequency than somebody else who's really insecure and they try to make other people feel bad about themselves because they're insecure. You get what I'm saying? So also I'm a little congested, so excuse my sniffing and my honking and stuff. But yeah, I think that you're going to be elevating your social circles, and so you'll be around a lot more people who you feel are your equals. You may be in a space now where you only have like a handful of friends that you feel like relate to you or that share the same interests or goals or frequency as you, but I think that you're going to be entering a space where that's a lot higher. So you guys could have come from Pile 2. I wouldn't be shocked. You don't have to though, but I wouldn't be shocked if you guys came from Pile 2. And so there's just this vibe of you being in new spaces, new environments. That's like the biggest thing. So you guys could be getting a different job in a different industry that you really want to be in, where people are more like you. This could be you guys traveling maybe to a different country or a different town, a different place where you feel like the people are more like you. This could be you going to school for something, and it's like since you're surrounded by people who obviously chose the same major as you, then you're going to meet more people who have the same interests as you, something like that. This could also be you guys joining a club, a gym, a membership. Like if you're somebody who's really into your health and fitness and everybody around you just eats whatever and they don't exercise and you feel like you're the only one who cares about health and fitness, obviously if you join the gym, then you'll be around other people who care about their health and fitness, or like a Pilates class or something. Like you'll be around more people who have your same shared interests. So for some of you, this is like just wanting to be around people who have the same shared interests as you. It's not necessarily that the people around you are bad people. Y'all just might not have that much in common. Whereas for others of you, it's like, no, like the people that you're around are just negative Nancy's. They're not good people, and you want to be around people who have a higher frequency, okay? So either way, I do see you guys expanding and being around people who make you feel seen, make you feel appreciated, and don't try to dim your light, who share similar interests as you, similar mindset, similar thought process, and also similar confidence as well, okay? So that's what I have for you. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot. I do want to get messages about what your future, I just saw 333 on the timeline, on the timer, so you guys are definitely expanding, okay? Definitely expanding, but definitely gaining new connections. But yeah, so this reading, I've been doing advice as well as like just insight. Okay, so first we're going to start with like what's coming next in your next timeline. We're going to get deeper into what's coming, and then I'll pull some advice to help you to magnetize that timeline to you, okay? So let's see, Spirit, what if you enjoyed the first channeling and that resonated with you, then go ahead and give the video a thumbs up as well, okay? Yeah, let's go ahead and see, Spirit, what is coming in pile 3's next timeline? What is coming in pile 3's next timeline? Can I talk? All right, let's see. Let's see. First, we have the 7 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you guys definitely had to defend yourself a lot in the past. Well, let's get some more messages, though. We have the World. So I'm saying, yeah, you guys are going from like having to defend yourself all the time, defend your interests, defend your confidence, defend who you are as a person, to people who just don't understand you, or they were just dead set on not wanting to understand you, to being around people who make you feel seen, appreciated, they respect you, they admire you, they appreciate you, okay? Yeah, especially for those of you who are like, have like an alternative sense of style, or just alternative interests. I feel like, yeah, like you were just around people who didn't appreciate you, like, yeah, for some of you, this could even be like an online community, or maybe you're not physically moving into like a new space, but it could just be that you're gonna like, maybe you start expressing yourself more outwardly online, and so you then end up attracting like an online community of people who are just like you. That's kind of like how I do with tarot. Like, I don't really have that many people to talk about with tarot in real life, but that's why I started posting it online, because I don't have nobody to talk to about it in real life that much, and so I wanted to have a space where like people were like me and they were into tarot and they were into spirituality and spiritual growth and self-awareness and all these things, and I found that community online. So that could be something that's going to resonate with you guys as well, even if it's not like a physical community that you're oh my god even if it's not a physical community that you all are attracting, it could be an online community. All right. I can talk. Let's see. Y'all, I talk so fast and I can't help it. And I was looking at my time passages the other day. I was like wondering randomly, I was like, wait a minute, like what? I know what sign my Mercury is in. My Mercury's in Scorpio. But I was like, what house is it in though? I was just curious. And I went to go look at my birth chart. Why is my Mercury in my 3rd house? And for those of you who are into astrology, you know that Mercury rules the 3rd house. Like, that's where Mercury is at home, is in the 3rd house. And literally when I looked at the description, it says it didn't say I talk fast, but it said like you speak quickly, or like you speak swift or something like that. Yes, that's why I talk fast, y'all. I can't help it. My Mercury's in my 3rd house, and my Libra sun is also in my 3rd house. So yeah, certified yapper. Let's see. We have the 2 of Cups. Okay. Yeah, definitely connection, community. You guys, if you're single, you could also be attracting like a partner who you feel like is your match. Like, you could feel like they're like the opposite gender version of you. Like, or if you date the same gender, you know, you just feel like they're your twin, like they're your match. And not twin flame in like a, because I don't personally resonate with twin flame. I feel like a lot of twin flame people use twin flames for the most toxic, narcissistic, karmic relationships, okay? So I'm not talking about that. But I mean twin in the sense that like, twin, dun, dun, where have you been? Like, finally feeling like this could even be a best friend. Like, it might not even be romantic, but this could just be like, I feel like in general you're going to attract like a community of people who get you and who understand you. But I feel like there might be like one person that you meet that you just feel like this person is your best friend. Like, they really, really get you. Like, they really get you. You guys have the same interests. Okay, we do have the King of Coins on the bottom of the deck. So this could be like an earth sign person. Masculine doesn't have to be. I'm gonna get some more cards though, but I definitely feel like you guys could be attracting either a romantic partner or like a really close friend that you just feel like, oh my gosh, finally, like somebody finally gets me, somebody sees me, and they're gonna feel the same way, because I feel like they feel like they kind of are ostracized, or people don't get them either. And so I think that you guys are gonna bond over like how similar you are, okay? And it's not gonna be like a trauma bond. It's gonna be just be like, Oh my God, you're into that? I'm into that too. What's your favorite movie? Oh my God, that's my favorite movie. Oh my gosh, I went to that school too. Oh my God, I want to do that. I want to go to that place. And it's like you guys just end up having like very aligned interests and goals. And so you kind of have, I feel like you're going to get a life partner, like somebody to do life with, because you guys have the same goals and interests and you want to do the same things, okay? On the bottom of the deck, we have, I'm not on the bottom of the deck. Next, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. Is the Seven of Cups reversed or is it upright? Let's see. I'm hearing upright. Yeah, I'm hearing upright. I feel like, because sometimes the Seven of Cups can represent like illusions and toxicity, but in this case, I'm just getting that you guys are going to have options. Like, I'm getting that there's going to be plenty of different spaces for you to feel safe in. And then we have Justice as the last card. So Libra energy. You guys, I feel like, are going to be feeling like you're receiving karmic, your next timeline is about you receiving karmic justice for all of the people who were illusions, or all the spaces that you did have to walk away from. Yeah, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil and the Eight of Cups. So I feel like you had to walk away from a lot of temptations, a lot of people who just made you feel like you were trapped into a box, a lot of people who didn't understand you, who tried to villainize you, because even the Devil, like, is oftentimes seen as a bad card, but it doesn't really have to be. And I feel like maybe that's how you felt like people perceived you. It's like you were a bad person, or there was something wrong with you, or you didn't fit into what they thought a good person was, or you know, what they thought a stand-up person was, and so they tried to paint this negative image onto you. And like, I get that, because people have called me a devil worshiper to my face because I read tarot, and it's like, do I look like a devil worshiper to you? Does this reading sound like this is about devil worshiping to you? No. Okay. And you know, this is like you walking away from that energy, walking away from people who misunderstand you on purpose, or who just don't have the capacity to understand you, and being aligned with people who see you, people who understand you. And I am getting that, like, I'm getting the Seven of Cups both ways, honestly. I'm getting that you're walking away from like the illusions of people. Like, I feel like your next timeline is going to help you to understand just how lovable you are, just how like valuable you are, because I feel like you know that. Like, I feel like it's one thing to tell yourself, like, when it comes to like self-concept, it's one thing to tell yourself like, I am worthy, and to like do those affirmations and to do the mirror work, but it's another thing to have other people see that in you and reflect it back to you. And Justice talks about like the scales, but Justice, Libras are also known to be like mirrors, right? So there's this vibe as well that all the self-concept work that you've been doing, all of you trying to love yourself more, trying to have more confidence in yourself, trying to see yourself as valuable, worthy, somebody who is deserving of love and appreciation, that is going to start being reflected back to you in other people. That's what I'm getting. It's going to be reflected back to you. It could be reflected back to you in, like, again, like one person who you feel like is just like your twin, they're your match, you guys are like divine counterparts, or like that's your best friend. But I'm also getting that it's going to be reflected back to you in the world. It's going to be reflected back to you in like the kind of jobs that you get offered, the gifts that you get offered, the respect that you receive, the way that people want to network with you, the way that people appreciate your style, the way that people compliment you and praise you and just love you in general. Like, I feel like it could be, you know, some kind of financial or business things. Like, I feel like, you know, if you are trying to get into an alternative industry, I feel like you could be well received in that industry. But I'm also getting that just on like a friendship and like romantic level, like just like those non-transactional relationships. I feel like people are going to be really seeing you and like appreciating you, and it's going to be a palate cleanser from your past. It's going to be karmic justice, your dharma, essentially your good karma for walking away from what you knew was not for you. All right, so that's what I have for you that's coming in your next timeline. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of advice about how you can magnetize this timeline to you faster. Okay, so let's see Spirit, how can pile 3 magnetize their timelines to them faster? How can pile 3 magnetize this next timeline to them faster? How can pile 3 magnetize this next timeline to them faster? Let's see. We have the Ace of Coins. We have the Fool. With the Ace of Coins and the Fool, I'm getting that it's important to put yourself out there in like a tangible way. Yeah, we have the Hermit. We have the Seven of Coins, and we have the Hanged Man reverse. So you guys could have been in hermit mode. We have Virgo energy here with the Hermit. Also, I feel like the Fool is Aries energy. But anyways, with the Seven of Coins, the Hermit, the Hangman in reverse, there's this vibe that it's important for you all to continue like putting yourself out there and to have like a perspective shift if you feel like things have not been working. If you feel like you've been kind of stagnant, or you feel like you've been like just by yourself, it's important to shift your perspective and to focus on putting yourself out there and starting new things, putting yourself into new places. Okay, this is one of those things where in order for you to actually end up in the new space, you have to go to the new space, or you have to create the new space. So, you know, if I had never started posting my tarot myself, doing tarot online, I would never have connected with all of you, right? I have to actually show up in order to get that community access, right? So it's like that type of vibe. This is not going to come from you just sitting in your room and just praying that somebody just finds you, okay? That's not how that works. You're going to have to actually put yourself out there. So this could look like networking. This could look like, some of you might want to get on social media. Some of you guys might want to go on dating apps. You might want to go out into different like community events in your, yeah, literally, because you have the Ace of Coins, then we have the Knight of Coins. So this is going to require action on your part. It will. But it's just about having an open mind, okay? With the Hangman in reverse, it's like realizing that you're not stuck, okay? Realizing that you're not stuck and that you can absolutely do something different if you so decide. And, you know, taking these thoughts from not just a thought, but putting it into action, even if it's slow action. This also might be something that takes time to build as well. With the Hermit and the Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles, this might be something where it's like, it's something that's built up over time, right? I've been posting myself doing tarot online since 2020, right? And even this YouTube channel, I just now started this channel a couple months ago, but it's still, I've been posting consistently for months, right? So there's this vibe that like you showing up every day or taking action every day towards actually trying to meet new people is what's going to bring this towards you faster. This could be, like I said, you guys could be wanting to be like join new spaces, join new clubs, go to a different school, travel, post yourself online, go on dating apps for some of you, or like friend meeting apps, just networking. Like the vibe here is about networking and just like doing that, making it a part of your lifestyle to like meet new people, because these people who are going to come into your life and see you and appreciate you, it might not be the first person that you meet, it might not be the first person that you hang out with, but I think that once you get into the habit here of putting yourself out there more, that's when you're going to start to magnetize people, okay? And it might be something that's built up slowly, because even the people who are meant to be your next, like your divine match or your best friend, your romantic partner, if you're single, it's not going to be something that it's just like you meet this person and you guys fall in love and get married in 2 days. It might be a thing where you meet them and then you have like a slow burn type of situation where you guys just kind of meet each other and you kind of like build up that friendship and build up that relationship over time. And so in order to get to that point faster, you need to meet them faster. And you might have that happen by, again, putting yourself out there faster, putting yourself out there more, okay? And not like procrastinating, because that's the thing about earth energy is that sometimes it can procrastinate. So there's this vibe, and even look at the Hermit, like Lumpy Space Princess is known to have an attitude, and it's just very much giving like, I'm in this space by myself, nobody enter. And that's how you could be right now. But it's like, in order for you to get out of that and to meet new people, you're gonna have to be like, no, I actually want to meet people. And you have to be more inviting, be more welcoming, be more social, okay? That's what I have for you, Pile 3. I hope that you enjoyed. If you're from Pile 3 and you made it to the end of the video, comment social, because your next timeline is about you being way more social, okay? You guys might have also chosen Pile 3 in my last reading, because I feel like that one was about socializing as well. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up if it resonated. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you can join the team and catch this vibe. Other than that, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!